Today, we're taking a truly epic journey back in time, not just a few centuries, but a mind-bending 3 million years ago. Imagine a world teeming with creatures both familiar and utterly alien, where our earliest ancestors, tiny hominins, were just beginning to walk upright. But it wasn't a peaceful stroll in the park. Oh no, this was a wild, dangerous world, and at the top of the aerial food chain was a predator so immense, so powerful, it could snatch a human-sized primate right off the ground. We're talking about giant eagles, and they weren't just hunting prey, they were hunting us. Now, when we think of human evolution, we often picture early humans facing off against big cats or maybe even primitive bears. But the sky held a threat just as deadly, if not more terrifying, because it came from above, silent and swift. The scientific evidence for this incredible interaction comes primarily from a remarkable discovery in South Africa, the Taung child. This fossil, a juvenile Australopithecus africanus, has a fascinating and grim story to tell, a story etched into its very bones. In 1924, a skull was unearthed at a limestone quarry in Taung, South Africa. It was a pivotal moment in paleoanthropology. This wasn't a modern human, nor was it a chimpanzee. It was something in between, an early hominin. But what truly captivated scientists, and what brings us to our story today, were the specific marks on the skull and eye sockets. Dr. Raymond Dart, the anatomist who first described the Taung child, noticed peculiar damage, a pattern of injuries that didn't quite fit with typical predatory attacks from terrestrial mammals. Over the decades, as forensic science and taphonomy, the study of how organisms decay and fossilize, advanced, scientists revisited the Taung child. Dr. Lee Berger, a prominent paleoanthropologist, along with his colleagues, conducted meticulous analyses. They compared the damage on the Taung child's skull to the damage found on bones of modern monkeys and baboons that had been preyed upon by powerful birds of prey, specifically crowned eagles, and what they found was startling. The Taung child's skull showed puncture marks and damage to the eye sockets strikingly similar to those left by the talons and beak of a large raptor. Think about it. An eagle would often attack by swooping down, aiming for the head or shoulders, and its sharp talons would pierce the skull, particularly around the soft areas like the eyes, to incapacitate its prey. The evidence strongly suggested that this particular early human ancestor met its end not by a lion or a leopard, but by a magnificent, terrifying bird of prey. So, who were these aerial hunters? While the exact species of eagle responsible for the Taung child's demise isn't definitively known, fossil evidence from the Pliocene epoch, 3 million years ago, tells us that giant eagles existed. Imagine an eagle, much larger than anything alive today, with a wingspan that could easily exceed 10 feet, and talons like daggers. These weren't your average bald eagles. These were apex aerial predators. They would have weighed significantly more, giving them the power to lift creatures of considerable size, potentially even a young hominin. The implications of this discovery are profound. It paints a vivid and slightly terrifying picture of early human life. Our ancestors, already facing the challenges of finding food, water, and shelter, and constantly on guard against terrestrial predators, also had to contend with deadly threats from above. This constant vigilance, this need to be aware of the skies, might have played a crucial role in shaping our intelligence and behavior. Imagine the evolutionary pressure. Those who were more alert, perhaps more collaborative in spotting danger or quicker to seek cover, would have been the ones to survive and pass on their genes. This constant threat from giant eagles could have influenced where early hominins chose to live, perhaps favoring areas with more tree cover for protection, or developing communication signals to warn each other of incoming aerial attacks. It might even have contributed to the development of better eyesight and pattern recognition, essential skills for spotting a camouflaged predator from a distance, whether on the ground or descending from the sky. Every rustle in the leaves, every shadow passing overhead could have been a matter of life or death. Consider the energy and fear involved in simply existing in such an environment. Our ancestors weren't at the top of the food chain. They were very much a part of it, a potential meal for a wide array of creatures, including these magnificent but lethal raptors. This makes their journey, their survival, and their eventual dominance of the planet even more incredible. It highlights the sheer resilience and adaptability of the human lineage. From being prey to becoming the planet's dominant species, it's a testament to millions of years of struggle and triumph. The story of the Taung child and the giant eagles reminds us that our past is far more complex and fascinating than we often imagine. It wasn't a linear progression, but a constant struggle for survival against incredible odds, with predators coming from all directions, including the sky. It offers a humbling perspective on how vulnerable our ancestors once were and how far we've come. So the next time you look up at the sky, maybe you'll think a little differently about what might have once soared above and the ancient struggles our ancestors faced just to make it another day. This incredible chapter in our story serves as a powerful reminder of the wild, untamed world that forged humanity. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey back in time. If you found this dive into prehistoric predators and early human life as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure into the past or future. Your support truly helps this channel grow. See you next time.